I was born in Chile. My dad was a scientist, and we came here to the United States because he had a Fulbright scholarship. So I was a year old when we came to the States. My first passport picture was me on the lap of my mom. We stayed in the States for 5 years, and then my father finished his studies and we had to go back to Chile. And that was a year before the military coup happened. So there was all this political upheaval. It was quite a difficult time to live in Chile then. We could not continue living there after 5 years economically, and also because he could not continue doing his science. It's kind of a cliche, this idea of the American dream, that anything is possible. But I actually viscerally felt it and knew it in my heart and my gut that this really is true. And it took me having to leave a third time and come back for me to really fully realize that. And I remember, I'll never forget this, I remember going through the immigration, and the immigration officer just saying, welcome home. I especially liked being in New York because New York was a place where I did not feel like a foreigner, because there's full of foreigners here. Like New York, it's rare to find a person who grew up in New York all their life. One thing about being an immigrant is that because you've lived in different cultures, you have that flexibility to understand that there are different cultural codes, there are different that have different meanings, and it does expand your sense of awareness and sense of tolerance towards other people. But you also need to have this internal compass of knowing for yourself what do you consider right, what do you consider wrong. You know, there are these standards of what's good and bad, and you have to look inside and discern that for yourself, and that is more of an internal journey, although it can be difficult making it here, especially in a place like New York. You do have a sense that things are possible here.